let me teach you 5 things that you should never do in the bedroom. Today we're here to talk about 5 things you should never do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things you should never do in the bedroom. 5 things you should never do during sexual activities. That's what we're here to talk about. 5, you get it. Number 1, lay there. Lay there. Why are you laying there? This is a participatory sport. You have to participate in this sport. Sex is not a one-person game. It's a team game. You got to participate. Treat it like class. In class, whether you're in 5th grade, high school, or college, you have to participate to pass the class. I don't know why people are laying there, but if you're laying there, please stop. You have to participate. You've got an entire body. Use it. And use it to help your partner feel good the way they're making you feel good. Don't just lay there like a log. Do not be selfish. It ain't all about you, greedy. You can't just take. You got to give. There is no I in team. There's also no I in sex. During sexual activities, you should be participating. Why? Because sex is supposed to be mutually beneficial, mutually pleasurable. That means you should feel good, I should feel good, everybody should feel good. But that can't happen if you're being greedy. Stop hogging the spotlight. Spread the love. People are constantly assuming. Do not assume in the bedroom. This is number 3 on our list. We all know the old saying about what happens when you assume. Come on, you know, you make an out of and. So don't assume. Don't assume that they don't want something. Don't assume that your partner does want something. Don't assume anything. Try stuff. Suggest stuff. Explore. Speak. Hey man, how you feel about this? Babe, can I put your leg right here? No, is it cool? You assuming that they don't want something or that they do want something, you don't know. I see this a lot with long-term sex partners. You think because you've been fucking them for a while that you know, yeah, this is the part he like. Let me just put this right. You don't know, maybe today's different. Stop assuming. Because when you assume, you don't let things flow. Why? Because you let in your mind get in the middle of the movement. Let that shit flow. Stop assuming that you know or don't know what people want and don't want. Let it flow. Let it go. Let those thoughts go and be in that moment. Share that moment with them. Instead of assuming you know the play-by-play. Number 4 is holding back. You should never hold back in the bedroom. And I know that a lot of people are going to watch this and say, yeah, but sometimes when you hold back the climax, you get that build up and it feels super great. I feel you. But this is not the only thing that people hold back. And let's address that big O. Yes, there are times when holding back builds things up and you get a monstrous release. But shouldn't your partner be giving you a monstrous release? Shouldn't your partner be helping you get to a monstrous release? Eh? And let me ask you, while you're holding back the big O, what's happening to your partner who's trying really hard to get in there? Their jaw is locked. They're drenched in sweat. Their mouth is dry. And you just holding it back. Let things happen. Trust your partner. Let things flow naturally. If you feel like you about to release, let that go. If you feel like you got to scream and shake the motherfucking walls, well, do it. If you feel like you've got to moan or say some shit, do it. But don't hold back. Let things flow organically. This goes for everybody. Why constrict? Why restrict the sex session? Why do that to the pleasure? Why put a hold? Stop, wait. Why do that? Why? Don't do that. Don't hold back. Number 5, probably the hardest thing not to do on this list is be impatient. It's challenging. We want what we want and we want it now, especially in this instant gratification era. Many have forgotten that good things come to those who wait. Yo, player, she ain't wet enough. Do some things to help her get there. Instead of just trying to give y'all both rug burn from all that chafing. Do some things to help your partner along. Yo, sis, he ain't hard yet. His thing ain't standing at attention. Well, help build him up. Yeah. I know it's hard when things are hot and heavy and you want it and you've been like thinking about it, anticipating it, and you like, and then it can't happen. It make you feel like, yo, fuck this shit. But actually, when you're impatient, you're not helping the problem. You see, if your partner is not moist enough, not firm enough, not focused enough, allowing yourself to be reactive as opposed to proactive, allowing yourself to become more irritable, allowing yourself to project things really doesn't help. If she's not wet enough and you begin to pressure her, scold her, visibly and physically become frustrated, that's not going to help her get any wetter. If he's not firm enough, not focused enough, and you're telling him you can't believe that he's not hard already, you can't believe that he's not ready, when Derek and Trayvon and the rest of the guys that you've been with are always standing at attention and concrete hard when you're ready to have sex, that ain't gonna help him get any harder. You have to take a deep breath in those moments and ask yourself, what can I do to help the two of us? Because the reality is, your frustration is going to make the other person tense, nervous, agitated, etc. But if you are proactive, if you are helpful, then you can get exactly what you want. And here's the other thing. Being upset, being impatient, it's really not getting you what you want anyway. Think about it. Let's say I can't get hard. And you're upset about it. And now you're agitated and you're agitating me. Wow, you're not going to get it. I'm not going to get hard by you scolding me and putting pressure on me and telling me how disappointed you are. Although all those things may be true, it doesn't help at the moment. Save that for later. We can discuss it. You can ask some questions, whatever. But in that moment, you're not going to get what you want. Not scolding me, not shunning me, not telling me about the people of your past and how good and ready they were. That's not going to achieve what you want. That's not going to help us in our mutual physical goal. No. Stop being impatient. It is really difficult, and that's why I saved it for last. But when you're impatient, it only makes things worse. You got the woo-sa. Take a breath. Take a moment and help the two of you accomplish whatever the goal may be.